That's it. Anchor is up for the last time in Mexican waters. That's crazy. I'm gonna go by Kiana real quick and drop off their moving hard drive. And we are due west. It's crazy. Doesn't feel real yet.
I need to get the out of this country.
We all do. You want me to get a little closer? So I'm gonna go right at your chest, okay?
Okay. Sniper!
Yeah. All right, buddy.
All right.
Best luck.
Oh,
You guys will catch us.
Yeah, we'll catch you. We'll be in touch.
All right. We'll see you guys.
Excited for you.
Yeah, you guys too. Next anchor down, Nukuhiva, man, or Hiva Oa. Gonna be pretty sweet. So they had their dinghy gas tank stolen last night. You know, they're adventurers just like I am. You know, they're sort of trying to get in the water every day and surf. They need their dinghy. It's like our #1 priority is having an adventure vehicle. All right, underway. Here we go. It is a few hours into our departure today, and we had to motor sail for about the first 2 or 3 hours. Okay, we're on to day 2. Day 2 of the Pacific crossing from Banderas Bay to Hiva Oa, French Polynesia. Currently motor sailing. There's no wind. Well, there's a little bit of wind, but not enough. But we're trying to keep some altitude, stay at our latitude. Don't want to drop anymore until we hit this Clarion Island because of the way the trades develop. So I just had my first full meal, my first actual meal of the trip so far, which was nice. I actually went down there and just made a little bagel egg breakfast sandwich with some arugula and onions and some cheddar and, you know, something that actually tastes good. Okay, so it's 9:30 local. I blew the shear pins on the CPT autopilot. Sure, right in here. I was testing out to find the kite, and then somehow there was a shift or got off course, and I freaked out and grabbed it and tried to disengage it and forgot that you have to disengage the clutch first, and I legitimately broke them with my own hand. My spares here, I have a couple sets of these. They're just little machine screws with pinned out ends. So I can swap them. Day 3, I think. Pretty sure it's day 3. Been up for about an hour and a half. Did a little bit of a sail change. Not a sail change, but changed my changed some angles. Went from about 40 degrees apparent overnight to now we're in almost 70. Made it high enough to start bearing away to hit Benedicto. Beautiful sunrise this morning. And yeah, I think spirits are as high as they've been, and normally for me it's like third day you start feeling really good, and for me it was actually yesterday. I was like day 2, I'm like shit, I should be out here all the time, so it's kind of crazy. Feeling good. Just had my first sip of coffee. We're doing 5 knots going up to 6, mid 5s in 13 true at 70 degrees apparent. Still have full canvas out. Definitely could feel last night that exited the lee of Baja. Got smacked with actual ocean swell. Like basically up until yesterday it's been flat, like a lake out here, totally chill. And now we're actually in open ocean swell. We're feeling the effects of the entire, and you know, it's probably like 6 to 10 footers, I'd say, at like a 10 to 12 second period. Very comfortable though, it's totally fine. Yeah, this is the State of the Union here. It's kind of wet everywhere, and this was all my blankets because I slept here all night. Got spritzed in the face like every hour. So I'd just wake up when I got wet and look around. And we made 155 miles yesterday, which is our best total so far. And we have 65 miles to San Benedicto, which means I think we might be, depending on the weather, we might be able to crack south, start diving for the trades, which is a huge deal, man. It's so exciting. I love it out here, man. I could not be happier than in this boat with my wife right now, out here on this boat. Pretty rough night, to be honest. I still got some decent sleep, but just watching the sunrise to the clouds out there. It's blowing about 10 knots. Got the kite up. It's not foolproof yet. I'm having to watch it. I'm adjusting it kind of constantly right now. A pitch change in my water maker all the way from the galley. My pre-filters might be to blame. So they're in a really bad spot. They're all the way, everything here just came out of, a lot of it came out of here. And the fridge, the freezer goes here and everything, so it's a pain in the butt. Nasty, that is. Even the 5 is pretty bad because I'm getting low boost pressure and not that it's like the thrill is coming out of the water. So I'm gonna swap these. And then hopefully, all right, so
the point is this.
Here's the difference.
That human
New one.
Consciousness, same time.
Just say I got a little lazy with that because of where they're at. They're really hard to get to. Because I'm an idiot and installed it someplace I probably shouldn't have. Okay, I'm bleeding it now. Decent pressure. It should be better though. So our strainer oh, there we go. And we're making water at like than 120 ppm. Okay, day 5. Did another rig check this morning. I have a little bit of slop in my forestay in the foils. My weather router, Mike, PV Sailing, is a legend. Sent him a bunch of photos of the mast and everything and some measurements. The solution is to take up on the backstay. So I need like 8 full turns on this backstay. So I just marked where I'm at with the threads on here now, and then I'm gonna make this adjustment. I'm gonna furl in the sail. And today, I finally feel good enough to need to clean up so bad. I basically had 5 days of passage chaos. 1. Are always so magical to see, especially in water that's this blue. It's beautiful. Jump over here. Oh, there's another one. What? Beautiful sunset starting to form. That's our speed and winds right now. Best day yet so far, I'd say. Day 5, yeah, basically I think settled into the rhythm. But being out here alone, I have Starlink, right? So I can constantly be in contact with people. Today was the first day I didn't even want to get on my phone or talk to anybody. It's like I felt at peace with being out here on my own and being okay with that. And also just felt the beauty and just... Cameras never pick up how big waves are. I know in the camera it looks glassy out here, but it is glassy out here. It's pretty nice. And it's still blowing 14 knots. And I'm doing 6.5. It's epic. Let me show you what we're doing for dinner. And that's the mystery meat. And then I've got a couple peppers and some onions that I put in there in the cast iron. And I'm just waiting for some pasta to boil. I have my laptop right here. It's my nav station. I have my electrics and my water tankerage, my AS and my main radios. I have another screen in here. I'll sit here and look at weather and do all my stuff. This is my log. And then yeah, this is my quarter berth, which is for passage, been turned into a storage unit. So all the toys are in there. And then obviously here's the galley. So the salon basically is, I normally always actually sleep here, but been on a Fort Tack for so long that that is my bed for the last week, and it will be for another probably 5 days. So I just sleep there, and then I turn the table this way, and what I'll do is I unroll the charts every morning, and I chart my position and do my charting and stuff on the table right here, which is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, I took the door off the head, which is pretty sweet. So really small head on this boat, and it's very cluttered right now, but it's nice not to have the door on there anymore. Basically just have all my laundry thrown all over the place. I got my laundry back the day I left, so I just brought it up here and dumped it. And then I have tons of produce basically on each side. This is food, the rest of my food storage basically. And then my freezer, this is just full of cheese and meat. Yeah, there's 90 eggs back there, which I will eat all of them. But yeah, that's a little Kessel tour. Oh. The perfect boat for a single-hander. It is like the perfect size. I'd like to be able to have storage for all my shit and still have a berth. I don't have a berth. I don't have a full berth. Like all my stuff either fills up the entire V berth or the entire quarter berth, and I can't actually fit in either of those berths. That's why I sleep in the salon. So it'd be nice to have an actual berth that I could sleep in and then still have toy storage. Hydrovane's been doing fantastic. Steering us pretty much the entire way, except for a short stint with the Spinnaker, where I tested out the CPT autopilot, which is my new backup autopilot that I got before the crossing. Tomorrow will be day 6 on the Pacific Crossing. It's unbelievable. I mean, the feeling of like just elation and joy, I can't even describe it. It just feels so peaceful. It's beautiful out here. All right, listen up. I've about had it with these two. Are you serious? Oh, that's it, Linus! Fuck out of here, Linus! You just sprayed that in my face! He just sprayed that, I want to kick him off! He just shot that in my bloody Linus! Fuck Linus! You shot that right at my face, you bird shit! Oh, I've had it with you. I'm about to kick you off the boat. I don't even care that I'm alone. I'm like, what the hell is that, dude? It's like a rocket ship right in my face while I'm trying to enjoy the sunset. Oh my gosh, man. What the heck? her sock out. An idiot. Completely avoidable. We have a long way to go still, so we need to figure out how to make downwind do really well with just our normal sails. That sucks. I'm getting rained on! Holy shit! First rain of the year! That's a trip! Oh my gosh! Get out of here! Ah! You can't see it, but on the horizon over there, it is a dark wall of water. It's like Waterworld! I need to find someone to fight. Just got hit by a massive wave. I've never had the boat get hit by that big of a wave before. That was another giant wave.
I quickly realized.
That was a huge wave. So big that it ripped this wine holder. Somehow the cast iron flew off the gimbal stove. I mean, that was the biggest wave I've ever had hit the boat, and I just had a big wave hit the boat, and I just said, I was like, that's the biggest wave that's ever hit the boat. That was the second biggest wave. I wonder if I should head down a little bit more. It's a little gnarly, honestly. Oh, oh. Definitely raining. Woo! Ha-ha! Right there, I pulled the main back down to a second. I'm freaking soaked, man. I just put that second reef back in. I was worried that this was basically going to be a big squall that hit me, but it seems mostly like there's not a lot of wind power in it. It's mostly just rain. I think it's day 12. I think yesterday was day 11. I went to bed at like 4 a.m. and I'm still heavily reefed. The sea state is still 10 to 15 with the occasional larger roller. It's blowing low 20s now. Finally got out of that low 30s experience last night. I don't have an appetite whatsoever. I'm ready for this to be over. And to be honest, if my inside of my boat was just completely spick and span and cleaned up, I actually wouldn't really have much of a problem with this, but some stuff definitely got tossed last night, and I can't really do anything about it until it's calm again. So that frustrates me. I don't exist well inside my boat when my space is disturbed. So yeah, Hydrovane's doing quite well with yeah, and just cooking along here, 5 and 7.5 knots depending on the wave. I pretty much have us reefed down to where if there was no swell, we'd probably be going 5 knots. Yeah, sea state's pretty whipped up here. Wouldn't it be nice if cameras captured wave height? I'll just describe it for you. 10 to 15. Averaging 10. I had a couple waves coming to the cockpit last night. Pretty hard to do for a boat like this. To be out of the ITCZ, let's get out of here, please. I unfortunately think it's multiple days of this. The second reef out, so I'm into the first, and yeah, I can already feel the boat coming back alive. This is the daytime. I'm gonna start untucking and tucking reefs in, you know, just keep this boat speed up as good as I can, really. But as soon as it starts clocking about 25, I'll put that second reef back in, just make it a little more comfortable. So now I got way more than I wanted out. This is kind of a emergency storm situation now. With that much canvas out, I can't get it back in. Not like this. Basically, I gotta watch these waves really carefully. Keep steerage over the rudder. Yeah, I'm surfing at 9.5 knots right now on these curlers. Well, I whipped up a pretty good sea state. And I'm running with it at the moment. I think it's totally manageable. I learned one valuable lesson already. Is when you're in the ITZZ, have your freaking hatch doors on. I'm about to run downstairs and kind of get them and bring them out, but it's going to let water stream in there for like probably a couple minutes. Fuck, I can do it. Alright, this seems to be calming down now, which is really good. Wind speed, oh yeah, wind speed's 14 knots. So I think we're going to be able to get back on course here soon. That's crazy how much, I know the camera obviously doesn't show it, Bill, but it really knocks the sea state down. There were massive waves before the squall, and then they got pretty intense with the squall, but the rain is knocking them down to nothing. Like, it's completely breaking all the surface tension of the waves, and all this potential energy is being dissipated on the surface. That's so cool. So cool. Wow. Powerful. Day 17. I'm slowly going mad. Beautiful day out here. I have a screwdriver. A really rusty one. I actually found it in my bilge. It's a Harbor Freight special, ratcheting type. Today, we are experiencing a lovely 11 to 12 knots true. We're under full main and Jenny, no staysail, pointing at about, I'd say reaching About 980 degrees apparent. I don't even know what time it is, but got our trade winds back with a vengeance. Probably blowing 20 to 20, gusting to like 26, 27, 28. I don't think I've seen anything above 28. That combined with the current, the equatorial current, we're probably averaging 9 knots right now. I mean, the boat's ripping right now. I mean, I've watched it hit 10 knots every wave. We're going 10 knots. So I'm gonna go try to pull the main down. That's gonna suck. You're gonna get to come along and watch. Yay. Hit in the head pretty hard by the companionway door, and I screamed at my boat about 5-10 seconds. It's moments like those that just pushes me over the edge. The morning of day 20 or 21, don't really know. Slept okay last night, as best as you can. By no means slept through the night. We're still doing 7 to 8 knots on average. You know, if I had to stay out here for another 20 days, like, it's just another 20 days. I think I'm just tired. Like, I'm ready for a break. I'm ready for a meal. I'm ready to make a meal where everything's not moving. I'm ready to sleep all through the night. For once again. Just ready to be still for a while.
All the time, contemplating my big day, or a beach bar near Sagre.
That's how you put a shake out a reef in Kessel. So now we're in a first, and it's a little baggy on the foot, but what are you gonna do? Beautiful day 20 out here, or 21. I actually don't know. It's one of those 2 days. I'm either been incorrectly counting the first day or not. I'm either one day ahead or I'm not. It's either 20 or 21. Holy shit! Look at this thing, man! Our first fish! We're learning how to do it! Arrgh. great day, great sailing. Been making 8.5 to 9.5 knots all day, and we caught a wahoo. And have a glass of wine, and I think I'm gonna eat it as sashimi. Our problem right now is need to reef the main. Absolute chaos! Bunch of bullshit. We better be going fast. 7 knots. I guess that'll do, huh? Huh? I don't know. Man, it feels much more gnarly when you're going close hold, don't you? Don't you know? There's 8 now. Oh, 9! All right, so we're going 9 close hold. We're... I think I need to reef the Jenny. Day whatever something something. Bull. I don't care. I just took a shower. Then I feel about 10 times better. The last night at sea, I'm going to try to make somewhat of a meal. I think all I'm actually going to do is just make this wahoo. I don't really have the energy to do anything else and not much of an appetite, so I think we're going to go ahead and go with we're going to try to just eat some wahoo. That's the goal for the night. So, and maybe watch the sunset go down. It'll be, you know, well after sunset when my anchor goes down. Seas. Here we go. We have wahoo 2 ways, seared and just full on raw sashimi, and it's gonna be delicious. Yeah, 2,983 miles is my my route track. I've got a lot of sailing in the next 2 years, so let's bring this boat back home to California. Got a long way to go. Okay, it's pretty surreal. I just made the turn that basically ended my ocean crossing. I went from 20 knots to 10, and I'm at 40 degrees apparent, so I'm pitching it, still going 4 knots, but I'm probably gonna kick the motor on. But it's just really incredible. This last 2 hours, I've basically just sat in the cockpit staring at the most beautiful stars I've had the whole trip, and just realizing how blessed I am to get to come out here and do this stuff and all of the hard work. I mean, I've spent, you know, the better part of a couple of years in the boatyard at this point. cumulatively. And so much time working on this boat and my previous one, but mostly this one, and so many tears, so much blood and sweat, literally so many tears to get to this point. And like, I honestly, the amount of things that could have stopped me from getting to this place, there's so many roadblocks, and just, you know, I'm just so thankful for my family, always pushing me to continue to go after my goals and my dreams, especially my dad. You know, so many times I wanted to quit, and so many times I called my dad saying, you know, screw this, I'm done, I'm moving on from boats, this is ridiculous. And time again, my dad pushed me to continue to pursue my dream and to pursue, you know, doing this instead of going back to work full time and just going back to the rat race and grinding. And he was always telling me to come, he always convinced me to come, you know, stick with it. He's the only reason I'm probably still here right now, especially after everything that's happened over the last year. Pretty thankful that I get to do this. I see lights for the first time on land. I see a shadow of a landmass. The biggest, you know, the closest thing I can see to land is on my radar screen, and I've got a couple miles left to go, but I'm gonna kick this engine on because the wind is down to 4 knots. Which is crazy because I was just in 17. The trade winds are gone, the stars are out. I wish I could show you the stars. They rival any starscape I've seen ever in my life, and I've seen a lot of nice stars. It's as good as it gets right now. Okay, I just rolled out of bed. I haven't. It's earlier. I definitely didn't sleep in. And I'm gonna go see what it looks like outside. Holy oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, it's unreal. It's unreal. Alright. There's goats on the cliffs. Holy shit. This is absolutely unbelievable. I'm blown away by how gorgeous this is. I can't believe it. Way more beautiful than I ever imagined.